be.
What the fuck's happening here?
Are you packing light?
Always pack light, mate. Might bring me sandals of justice, though. Oh!
Why would you even do that?
Why would you even smell that?
It's like you don't smell.
Oh, my tent. I like my own tent.
So are you guys packing any differently at all for this?
Different to what?
Different than your normal setup?
Just lighter, less.
I like to bring more gear. Just to be different.
One less lens. You know, I don't have battery packs, but I have 15 sandwiches.
So today we are again on the Isle of Mull, and we're about to embark on a big hike. And this is going to be a hike that's longer than any one I've ever done by at least double. I believe this is 8.7 miles away. 8.7 miles both ways, and luckily there's not a lot of elevation gain, but still, that's a long walk for a man of my girth, of my substance. A little nervous. I'm trying to pack a little bit lighter than normal. These guys are totally unfazed, unworried. We'll see how unfazed I am by the time we get there. Did you remember both drones?
Yeah,
I did. And all 4 cameras.
This is the kind of thing you don't get in the United States. All these old stone walls, all moss covered. I love this stuff. So this trail is absolutely beautiful. We've seen a whole bunch of wild goats. The view itself is gorgeous. I'm looking at a waterfall. The cliffside is very Iceland-esque. It's got a lot of basalt, towering cliffs, and I'm still alive. I'm keeping up okay. It's because they keep stopping to talk, shoot B-roll, but I'm doing all right.
I need a dump now. Badly.
We might have a bit of a mix-up on the distance that the trip. So it appears we might have been wrong about how far the trail is. Oh my God, talk, Nick. Words hard. Nick, good words. We thought going in that it was going to be 8.7 miles either way. It's looking like it could potentially be 8.7 miles round trip, which would be the most pleasant of surprises, which is much better than a surprise the other way. Tom is positive that it's round trip now, although he wasn't positive when we started this hike, so I'm not sure why he's so positive right now.
It is. I have inside information.
I'm worried to get my hopes up because it'll emotionally crush me if we turn this corner up here and there's no arches around that corner. We're about 4 miles in or so, so we should be getting pretty close. And the trail is getting much easier now, which is nice, but apparently once we get to the arches, it's gonna get kind of difficult there for a little bit. Could get a little bit sketchy. Either way, it's been an absolutely beautiful hike. The scenery along the way has just been gorgeous. And the weather is perfect. Really awesome time.
There's no way of knowing if the arch is there or not. I think it's just over the next hill. We've been saying that for 2 hours. It's just over the next hill. It's an hour away, 2 hours ago.
Feels like it's never coming. We've been on the trail for 3 hours now, or 2.5, 3 hours. I don't know. How long have we been on the trail?
2 hours and 40 minutes.
All right. Look at this beautiful, beautiful landscape all around us. A lot of basalt columns and really interesting rock formations. Beautiful skies, beautiful men.
So Gavin, how close are we to the arch?
I don't know, but I'm close to fucking losing my shit. I reckon it's just over that ridge there, and once we get round it, we'll see the arch. That's my prediction.
We've been saying this for the past 2 hours. Just over the next hill.
Yeah.
No, but it is. It's just there. I'm willing to put, I don't know, half a sandwich on it.
About 2 hours ago, a couple old women said it was 1 hour away. So either they're really, really good hikers and I'm very much not a good hiker, or they were lying to us. We've made it. The last little bit was pretty damn scary. I'm not gonna lie. There was a little section of trail that just got very, very sketchy, and it was either you do it or you don't, and if you fall, you die. And luckily we've all made it over here. We've all got to make it back, which means I don't really want to do that in the dark, but we've made it. Look at this amazing rock formation. We've got a sea cave over here, and then we've got this arch here, and all of the basalt columns, impressive cliffs back behind me. It's just such an incredible place. As you can see, we have a lot of cloud cover over towards the west. I'm not so optimistic that we're gonna get much of a light show for sunset, but we did get a few minutes of direct light, and that direct light was hitting the arches, which contrasted really nice against the blue sky. Gavin and I both kind of agreed that this is kind of a 1 or 2 composition type place. You know, there's a couple very obvious shots where you get both arches in the shot. There's some blooming wildflowers that I was able to use as a foreground. But other than that, it's not the kind of place that you can really mess around and get a lot of different compositions of. In that respect, it's a little bit disappointing. This was a very high effort location, but the hike was beautiful, and there's a lot more to photograph, not just on this side, but on the other side of the sea cave over there. So we're gonna have a little bit of water, a little bit of food, go explore. We've got probably another 2, maybe even 3 hours till sunset still. So we've got time to explore. We just need to figure out what this place has to offer in ways of composition. So I've been exploring the cave a bit, and the cave looks really cool, and there's kind of an interesting way that you can frame at least the rock formation. I took that shot, but it's kind of meh. I'm struggling a little bit. It's beautiful, it's dramatic, but the light isn't happening in the right direction, and it's one of those places where I can't really be creative and explore very much. And I'm kind of thinking that I'm gonna head back to the previous side, or the other side of this sea cave, which means we have to go through the really sketchy section again. I wanna go shoot over there, I think. So I think that could be the plan, at least for myself. I'm not sure where Adam is gone. I know Gavin's searching through the cave. It's interesting. A lot of work to get here. By God, I want to get a shot. But man, just look at these formations. It's huge. Cool. It's the day after the hike. And while the hike didn't go exactly as planned as far as, getting great photos at the end of it, it was an awesome adventure. I did, however, make some pretty serious mistakes. The first one and the most glaring one was I didn't take enough water on that hike. I had only taken about 1 liter of water, which in hindsight was probably half to a third as much as I should have taken with me. I was out of water by the time we got to the location, and I didn't have any water for the return trip. I started to dehydrate. I was miserable, absolutely miserable, because when I wanted to take breaks, I couldn't really take much of a break, even though I was exhausted, because I was obsessed with getting a drink of water. And to be completely surrounded by babbling brooks and waterfalls and the ocean, and listening to all that water while you're dying of thirst is absolutely a miserable experience. So in hindsight, should have taken more water. So like I said, it's the following day. Tom has left. Adam, Gavin, and myself have been photographing. It's actually the wooded area that I showed in the last video. And in that video, I had kind of drizzly, overcast skies. This time, however, we had some nice direct light. And I got completely different photos. I'll share those photos with you here in a second. But I just wanted to kind of close this video with the fact that sometimes the adventure is the entire point. And while we didn't get great photos at all on our hike, it was an amazing time. It was a great bonding moment for the four of us. It was quite the adventure. There was some chills, some spills, some laughs, and some tears. Gavin and I were pretty miserable by the end of that hike, but totally worth it in hindsight. I definitely got better photos during the much easier shoots of the trip. Overall, my time in Scotland has been absolutely incredible. Great times with great people. And I'm going home sore and tired, just like I should. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you check out Tom, Adam, and Gavin's videos, and we'll see you in the next one. Take it easy, everybody.